This is a good one because you mentioned how you grew up this like in suburbia, small townish area of Battle Creek, and this kind of reflects this. As a black kid that went to a school where I was one of a handful of black kids there. Thanks RVD for shouting us out. You have been invited to the barbecues for decades now. So
Yeah, I've had a hood pass for years. That's about I first heard that like way back like in early 2000s, 2001 or 2002 or whatever. Me and Booker would ride around and uh, run into some bros or whatever, and they're like, "Man, you always got a hood pass." I know. RVD's good in any hood.
that's it, man. That's it. It's the good vibrations. All
Yeah,
right.
our I wonder if it's like that still. Maybe I'll find out when I go back in September. But Penfield, we had like one or two black kids in each grade. I remember one Indian kid, Sanjay Patel. Um, Man, there was one other Polish kid besides me, and uh, and he changed his name.
Really?
It was Jastrombrowski, and he changed it to J, Bob J.
Dang it.
Well, there was one other one too. That's the thing is, I was the Zatkowskis, had an older brother and sister, and there was one other family, and it was Sabatowskis, and they had a few generations. So the teachers were confused, and a lot of times they would call me that, and it would offend me as a dumb little kid. But Bob J should have been there and had our backs too.
Right.
But his parents thought, no, it's too hard for people to say. But I remember, like in gym class, Mr. Larson trying to yell at me because I wasn't where I was supposed to be or whatever. And he's like, Sabatowski. And I just ignore him and he'd be screaming at me, Sabatowski, screaming at me. And I would just, casually look around because it wasn't my name. You
Yeah,
know what
right.
I mean? It gets so mad. All
What was
right,
the
Mr. Larson.
what was the big ethnicity contingency there in
I
your school?
guess it was just Caucasian white. I didn't really even notice as a kid. Like I'm thinking back at it now. You know what I mean? So I didn't even know. Like I still don't even know what a Jew is. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I don't, even, I don't know. I don't always think of stuff like that.
yeah. No, I similar to me too. I grew up in an area we literally had like maybe like two or four black kids in our school. That was it. And then
And then yeah, then there was a downtown Battle Creek Central. That's where there was a higher population of black kids, and so it seemed like that's where the majority of them would be found in our city, and they're
yeah,
just spaced around. Yeah,
yeah,
they probably just had a couple of white kids in their school too. I don't know, but
right.
it's also crazy when you think like segregation just ended in '68. I started going to school. Uh, like 7 years later, something like that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's really wild to think. Actually, holy shit.
yeah. It's not like it was overnight. Like boom, like everything changed.
Right.
Like
No, no. I'm sure gradual kind of process too.
very much like cannabis prohibition. There's still the oppressors that don't know that they're fighting a losing fight now, and that common sense is won. So they're still in there laughing at the thought of being high. It just makes people laugh.
Dude, it's like every day, like nowadays too. If I smell weed, it's just like, hey, it's part. It's what it is now, and it's yeah, it's been a long time
Except
coming.
for in 12 states.
That's
That's it.
crazy to think.
Yeah.
Crazy to think. All right.